ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to first show edition that we're going to try here. It's called Yhamish Presents, where I have a little bit of a discussion, Amtgard related and things like that. We're going to have another show hopefully later on this afternoon with the King of CK. We're still working those numbers out and trying to go with it as there. So who I'm gonna have on the show? Today is I've got Darkson here, and of course there's Sir Maniac in the background. He ain't gonna say much. He doesn't usually, but once you get him to open his mouth, he never shuts it. I've known in many Saracen circles where people were starting to nod off when he gets going. So, and then of course Lyriel Macross is going to join in as the show goes on, so like that. Now, originally we were going to talk about some other things, but right before we decided to go on air, we had a notification pop up that something's happened in the CK, which is our kingdom, and so of course, we're going to have to say something about it right now. But like I said, hopefully later on this afternoon, His Royal Highness the King of CK, or the Knungar of CK, will be on the show. Will be on Yhamish Presents, and we will have more in-depth discussion concerning the situation. But as you guys are aware, if you pay attention to the CK page, we just had an issue handed down where we've had a permanent ban, a 1-year suspension, and a 1-year probation for 2 individuals. If you read the post basically states that individuals were involved, according to an investigation they did, of forging numbers for a place. It's not difficult to read. It is explained on there what's going on. It was an example of something that was going on, and so forth. So that's what's going on in the CK. Like I said, we'll find out more as it goes along. It's what we call in the media is currently an active thing right now. So more information will be coming forth with throughout the day. As we go on, it'll be an ever-changing situation. But anyway, so like I said, for Yhamish Presents first episode of it, like I said, I got Darkson on today. Darkson is a member of the Saracens. He's the lieutenant speaker for the Celestial Kingdom Circle of the Saracens. Yay. And tell us a little bit about yourself, Darkson.
I'm a dork.
He almost went Walt Disney on us there for a second.
Yeah.
He kind of froze.
I'm confused. Yeah. I'm just Darkson. I started off Amtgard EH.
How long ago did you start in Amtgard?
Roughly 11 years ago?
Okay, so 11 years ago.
Roughly?
All right. Yeah, so
roughly?
11 years ago.
I stumbled across it going to the mall.
Okay.
Literally was walking to the mall, saw a part. It was going on in Hearst, Texas.
Okay.
And that's how I ended up joining Amtgard. And I went through many names.
But we're at Darkson now.
Yeah, we're at Darkson. I picked that, and then it stuck, and haven't changed it since. So.
Am I like one of the few Amtgarders that's never changed his name?
I didn't give my...
Not one.
I picked my name. People were giving me names. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah, that does happen, too. I don't know how many times I'll get a new player. It's like, well, I don't have a name, and then I got to make it one. And then, it's like, you don't want me to make you a name, but if you want me to, then I will.
I mean, if you want, I will share one of the names I was given.
Okay, go ahead.
Fedora Bukake.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't stick with that. I'm really glad we didn't stick with that one.
That was the name I was given, Fedora Bukake.
Yeah, a guy who wears a stupid hat that likes semen on his face. That's not where you want to go in an Amtgard career.
Hold up. I was 15 and in junior high.
That's even worse.
Fedoras were cool. Fuck you.
But no, you were 15 and somebody gave you the moniker of Bukake in your name.
Okay.
That's even worse.
No, there was somebody else there at that time that was walking with me. He got the name Sewer Rat Bukake.
It's still.
So he got the worst name.
I mean, my God, we didn't have a COC back then, did we?
No, we did.
Well, nobody followed it.
Nope, nobody did.
I mean, come on, you're throwing a minor a name that has to do with the adult porn industry. I mean,
I then got Nutshot as the name.
Well,
that came following.
Okay, that's not that bad. I've heard that one used before.
Well, that was because after my second week at this park, this one guy shot me with an arrow every time, and I could be in full movement, and I would get hit in the nuts by this guy.
Well, so, I got the last name of McCrotch from I got the last name of McCrotch because of Father Thomas.
What? Oh, Barf's son?
He goes,
Barf's son! Oh God, no!
So okay, so all right, so you joined up. You were an EH. What was EH like back in those days? Be honest.
I enjoyed it, minus the drama.
Well, drama's everywhere you go in this game.
Yes, and then also.
I mean, the further northeast you go in this country, though, the worse the drama gets. I think.
Well, when I joined Amtgard, I learned very quickly what stick jocks were, and had to deal with quite a few of those.
Well, stick jocks are a thing. They'll always be a thing in this game. As long as there's orders of the warrior, you're going to have stick jocks.
But it was, I had fun. Yeah. I mean, I got to meet, like, a lot of good fighters and great people to learn from. Like, my first teachers were, I had Kel of Sable Pride. He's Sable Pride now. He wasn't when I met him.
Yeah.
But Dakota Crown Stealer's husband.
Okay, yeah,
He taught me first. I had Nevron.
Okay.
I learned a few things on the field from Nevron, Trinity, both nights.
Marcy says hi, Maniac.
Hello. I learned from Sir Gavin how to fight polearm because I was very interested in learning polearm. And Sir Gavin.
Sir Gavin's not a bad person on polearm.
And then come to find out later on, maybe my 7th year in Amtgard, I met him. That was cool. Yeah. I met Maniac. At Banner Wars.
My name's never changed either, by the way.
Yeah, Maniacles.
My name's changed 3 times.
We know.
We don't count the last one.
Yeah, it was, I learned from a lot of good people, and then, one event, I met Paquito Juan, who was my sponsor into the Saracens. He was drunk off his ass.
You might want to shift to the left just a hair.
Then they'll be able to see me.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be seen. And then shortly after that, became a Saracen. Been around the Saracen since.
You know, this is funny. The first time I'm doing the Yhamish Presents official show, it is loaded with Saracens.
Saracens!
Yeah. But don't worry, we will have other people in the game on this show.
I want to know why Mike is calling me Barfson.
Well, Darkson, Barfson.
Well, I know why.
Do you like to? Do you have a tendency when you get over inebriated to expel what's on the inside?
Do I need to explain where that came from? Okay, so this whole situation of Barfson happened because I walked away from City with a bottle of Wyvern's blood made by Seamus the Green.
Okay. 2
mason jars, one had venom, one had Wyvern's blood, and I walked all the way to the ditch field. Oh God, it's Javi. And I puked on you. Okay. Well, originally Sir Poobie.
Okay.
Poobie was trying to get lucky in City, and I was put down in a lawn chair near Poobie, and Poobie's making out with somebody, I don't know who, and
it was Derek Bevan.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well I was vomiting as Poobie was making out, and it threw off Poobie's mood, and then they tried to get back into it, and I did it again.
No.
So Poobie started calling me Barfson, and it's Hobby.
Okay, so you were cock blocking through vomiting.
Clam jam.
Clam jamming.
Poobie is a woman.
Now, yes.
Poobie is a woman, so it's a clam jam.
So clam jamming. Okay.
Clam jam.
All right, well, make sure we get that correct. All right, and as you see, Lyriel is joined up on the show.
More black and red. That's good.
Yes, well, of course.
All the black and red.
We've got the entire. If somebody destroyed the house, if somebody blew up our house right now, the main command of the CK Saracen Circle would be gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like having the president, the vice president, and the speaker of the house in one spot when a bomb goes off. Yeah. Not the smartest idea in the world to have all 3 of us in the same spot at the same time. All right, so So we've talked to Darkson about who Darkson is. Well, tell us about yourself.
I started the game in October 2015. My very first day I showed up in garb, which was, everyone was like, "Oh, cool, what park are you coming from?" And I was just like, "Huh? What's a park?" And then I started...
Not used to new people showing up already in garb.
I started out playing Monk. I stuck with that. I've switched over to Wizard recently. I'm currently the Duke of Murky Waters. I ran the last mid-reign at the now disgraced Devil's Bayou.
We're getting edgy on the show already.
Edgy. I'm reporting facts. These are all facts.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. There you go.
But yeah, it's pretty much it for me. I have high ambitions in the game, so
yeah.
See where it takes me.
You plan on at some point being a monarch of a kingdom.
King. Gonna be king.
You're gonna be king. I said monarch because you never know in these days.
Yeah, I want to.
The last thing I want to do is sit there and say that somebody's gonna be a king or a queen, and I get yelled at for not identifying to what gender they want to play in that role.
You know me, and
Make
you
sure
know I
that
want
it's
to be
turned
king.
around backwards.
We don't get sponsored by anything, so.
Well, we can't put that there. We could get our channel shut down.
Oh, I know what we could do. Hold on.
What?
Lark.
Okay, so he's gonna go handle something. I don't know. So any interesting stories?
Okay, so I know them.
Any interesting stories in your short period that you've been in the game so far?
Interesting.
I mean, I could think of one right off the top of my head.
I almost got ran over by an ambulance.
That's the one I was thinking of right off the top of my head. Not probably 200 feet away from where I was sleeping.
I was low crawling through a field because I was drunk as shit at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You're gonna find that some of the best stories in Amtgard involve drinking. I'm just saying.
I was like 2 balls of Malbeckin and lost my shit.
Ooh,
and I thought it'd be a good idea to run covert ops.
Fucking spill it.
Almost got ran over by an ambulance.
It's missing rum, but you know we can't drink alcohol on the YouTube channel.
I've also nutshotted you.
Yes, you have nutshotted me. I will say that. And by the way, for those of you wondering, she didn't mention this part. You know, in her early Amtgard career, great things that happened to her. Because it's not a great thing. She's my page.
I'm drinking right now.
So
I'm
a squire. I've been a squire longer than you've been in the game.
I know. But I don't give a.
I am the epitome of squire for life. And now my page is stroking my face with her page belt.
There we go. There we go. There you go.
All right, so
have a cup for your beverage.
All right, so now I got all 3 of you here. You guys are aware of what has happened in the last hour.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys understand, like I said, it's still a fluid situation. So it is going to be evolving as the day goes on.
I'm about to fix this shit.
Opinions so far.
Well, if it is mostly proven, but I don't feel like a thorough investigation has been done because we know that at least one of the members that were involved in this investigation was not actually investigated himself, was not questioned.
Well, and that is something that hopefully His Majesty is still planning on doing the show with me this afternoon, and maybe he can go into detail.
But it just makes me wonder, did it happen with the other 3 as well?
I don't know that, and and I'm going to, at some point I'll probably reach out, and find out, say, hey, look, but I mean, I don't want to step out over bounds because the investigation is done, and I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to interfere with anything. But It's just, it raises a question, and it does. Because
there's a feeling of incompleteness with this.
I'm gonna get my ass exonerated. Fuck off.
But
the peanut gallery.
But when information comes out about it and stuff like that, and you look into it, and when you get some inside information from individuals involved or directly involved in this, which one person is, that's one of the named offendees, then it does make you question it, a little bit. I'm pretty sure that individuals doing an investigation, did the best investigation they could possibly do, to a point. Then it's possible that they overlook something.
Potentially, yes.
It's very potential, but and like I said, it's a fluid situation.
The only thing,
because it just happened.
The only thing I can hear in my brain right now is a certain former acolyte going, "I told you so."
Horrible. Darkson, any opinion on what's transpired?
Really? My only opinion on it right now, I'm not going to state on camera, only because that's just how I am.
Okay.
Because all the information isn't there.
Yeah, it's
and
like,
in my honest opinion, I don't have the proper right to speak about it if not all the information is there.
Well, and like I said, I can see in a situation, because one of the individuals is, you guys know, because you watch the show on a regular basis, me and him have a show all the time. And so immediately, you know, we discussed it, you know, and find out, you know, and like I said, I ask questions because I've done investigations. I've been involved in investigations. In fact, I was investigated 3 times for the same damn thing. I was not suspended.
I'm suspending you.
Oh, well, now I'm suspended.
Suspended.
Okay. But I was investigated 3 times, and only really on the 3rd time was there an actual interview process. Okay, so, you know.
Yeah, it's only because we forced the issue.
You know, and no, they actually, I found out because they reached out to me and said, hey, we've got questions for you. And I'm like, okay, and I answered them, but I got frustrated because it was the 3rd time I was investigated for the exact same thing. Okay, so and I can understand from a point of reference to say, look, I know what it feels like because I've gone through this, you know, 3 times for something that's damning. Because if you read what the accusations are, you know, forging numbers in the game is a pretty serious accusation. Not to mention the fact, if you've got people that were not eligible and then suddenly made eligible, it also makes you wonder, is just the attendance the only thing that was forged? Or the finances to that? Because in order to be eligible, you not only have to have the attendance, you have to be dues paid. So are they dues paid as well and didn't pay the dues, then the numbers are off financially. So that's a situation you have to look into. And like I said, there's more. Like I said, if we can get His Majesty on the show this afternoon, these are questions that I'll probably ask. It's like, is it just numbers, or was it both the full amount of the eligibility? Was it numbers and dues? And if it's numbers and dues, it's a much bigger situation.
I'm willing to hazard the guess that dues were probably forged as well. Either that
or dues were paid for.
Yes,
to match the numbers.
And there's, I guess, as long as the money's there, I guess financially it's not a problem, but morally it is.
Well, it's still people that didn't do or didn't show up or shown to be there, and it changes the status. It changes the status numbers of the park, which allows the park to maintain a certain status.
And at a certain status, you can garner certain awards and everything.
Yeah, which affects people's Amtgard careers in general. So there's a lot of things that will happen if you do this.
Because just like Murky Waters, Devil's Bayou's numbers are duchy levels.
Yes.
Which means we can hand out 6-level awards.
Yes. But I mean, at this point, if nobody would have done if nobody would have done anything about it, who's to say that an individual doesn't later on, if they get away with it, forge the numbers enough to where they become a grand duchy, and then they can hand out what to the 8th, you know, the 8th or 9th order at that point. I think it's 8th because principality is 9.
It's 8th.
Okay, so then up to the 8th. So you're talking about taking somebody almost to 3/4 of the level up to knighthood.
There's not an issue with it being on private land.
Mike said, question I've got about the situation is the legitimacy of Devil's Bayou being incapable of being a park due to being on private land. That is, okay, that question's come up before in the past, and there's nothing in the ROP nor Kapora that states that you cannot hold park on a private land. It has raised issues with if the individual who owns the property does not like certain individuals.
Or if they get banned from Amtgard.
Or if they get banned from Amtgard. Like, if they get banned from Amtgard, are they still allowed to attend on that property because it's private property? And technically, because the ownership is not the kingdom, it's an individual citizen, the rules get kind of skewed in that situation. So, on the legitimacy of a park being on private land, that is something that we've decided long ago that it's okay.
I guess it's just the ability to, if, say, the site owner was to be removed from the game, would they have, I guess, the maturity to continue to let the members of their park play, but not participate?
Well, and that's the thing. If they're banned, but according to the way it's written, Nothing is preventing them from being there, other than they cannot sign in and they cannot they cannot participate. So, so the thing is, with him being with the owner being banned now permanently, it all depends on whether or not the owner is allowing Amtgard to still function on the land. If the owner says no, since I'm banned, we can't do you can't have Devil's Bayou here, then Devil's Bayou is going to have to find another location to play. Period. Because as being the private owner, he has the absolute right to do so. So we will find out in the next however long.
No, we won't, because the Dark Riders have removed themselves from the CK page.
But there are members of Devil's Bayou that aren't Dark Riders.
Not anymore.
No, there are. There's still members. There's still people who have credits in Devil's Bayou that are not Dark Riders, and we will find out because either they're going to be attending another park or they, Plus, but you have members of Amtgard that are Dark Riders, and if they want to maintain their activity level, they have to. They're either going to have to play there, or they're going to have to play somewhere else.
What Dragon's Haven? What's it called?
What Dragon's
Spike's
Haven?
Park.
Dragon's
No, Dragon's Spine is a kingdom. Dragon's Haven is the former name of the park in Colleen.
Dragon Skull Keep.
Dragon Skull Keep.
Dragon Skull Keep. If you are interested in not playing at Devil's Bayou, or if Devil's Bayou does get shut down, Dragon Skull Keep is in Bastrop, and they meet on Sundays.
Which is not too far from that location.
It's
Nobody
about
wants
20
to hang
minutes.
out with Spike, though.
Nobody wants to hang out with Spike.
So, I mean, and like I said, in that situation, it's just, like I said, it's a fluid situation right now because this just happened.
Dawn and Nam are Devil's Bayou?
They were.
They were. I don't know if they still.
They've taken a sabbatical from the game.
Yeah, they took they took some time off for personal reasons to get themselves back together.
Okay.
And and it just depends. Like I said, and once again, it's a fluid situation because it just happened. We don't know what's going to be the future of Devil's Bayou. We don't know what the future of Devil's Bayou's location is going to be. Whether or not we're still going to have a Devil's Bayou after this, or what's going on. We don't know. The only thing we can do at this moment is make assumptions.
If you can make it to murky waters, pie this man.
Yeah.
Pie him. Pie her too. Pie.
But so anyway, so that's where we're at on that. And you guys, and thank you guys for him giving an honest opinion about it.
I just told you what I felt.
Well, you didn't say anything.
Exactly my point.
But I've been in a game for over 20 years. Okay.
Still is ugly.
And I'm just as ugly as the day I started. I ain't gonna lie. In fact, I've gotten a little uglier. I've just added a lot more hair because when I first joined, I was in the military, so I couldn't have all this.
Well, this is gone. It's now here.
Yeah, right.
He got rid of this for that.
Yeah, it was a good trade.
Still
I will say that. But I've seen things similar to this. This is the first time I've seen like fine wine. You just get more attracted to soccer moms with age. Hey,
The great thing is, they're right across the street, too.
we do. We have a big soccer field across the street. And, there's a few lonely soccer moms that are over there. So
I would just walk out there, take one of the dogs. Oh my God, is that your dog?
There you go.
Are you flirting with the soccer moms?
No, you can take little man. Oh my God, is this your son? Yeah, it's hard being a single dad. Wait, what?
I'm not gonna lie. I've tried using that before. When I took him out like shopping and stuff when it was just me. But I've seen things happen in this game, and I've seen violations come down the pike that I've never expected to see before, and I don't think I've ever seen a penalty such as this for forging numbers. I've seen people where they've been removed from office and told they can't run for office for a year or permanently.
Excuse me.
However, if what the main punishment is true, then I don't disagree with it simply because this person is a knight.
And a former monarch.
A former monarch of a kingdom, and this person should be held to a much higher standard because he is a knight, and they are supposed to be the example of what to be, not what not to be.
Hi, Squire.
So in that situation, I can understand it. But like I said, I'm really hoping that we get His Majesty on so we can find out, more about it. and discuss this issue, and you know, maybe we get some clarification on this. No, Bacon's not on.
No, that's William Squires.
Bacon's not going to be on there because Bacon should be en route, if not already close to the park now.
Oh, okay.
Because who?
119.
Super Dave. That's William Squire.
William Squire.
He's a
Yes.
TI.
He's a TI.
In Latchison.
Way to not know who your people are underneath your commanders.
Latrasheen? I don't know most of Latrasheen.
The lieutenants are supposed to know everything.
No, not everything.
We don't tell the speakers don't have to know everything because the lieutenants are supposed to know. And then when they have a question, they ask us quietly, so they don't look like they don't know.
He's helping me learn Latrasheen because when I'm still kind of new to the CK tribes. I don't know all of them.
Get a book.
I have a book.
Okay, write it down.
The Magic Internet.
There you go. So,
Don't tell me how to do my job.
I know we got Spring War coming up. You know, of course, this Yhamish Presents, so of course it's an Amtgard thing. We got Spring War coming up. This individual right here, she's going to be running the beer pong.
Come get drunk with me.
I'm going to laugh at you.
Friday night?
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Thursday
night beer pong.
we will be meeting in the pavilion area where normally feast takes place for non-AK events. It's been enclosed, and we have been given permission to use that site, so we don't actually have to buy a tent this year.
Okay, so you're using the metal carport things that we usually that we've done things under?
Yes.
Okay, so because
it's going to be central.
Because you got to understand, there's a lot of people coming to Spring War that may watch this that have never been to regular events at LaGrange.
It'll be under the carport on the way to the battlefield.
Yeah, because when you say the area where feast normally is, and they've only been to Spring War, they're thinking the big building up on the top of the hill.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
About the cabins?
Yeah.
But we're handing out great prizes. The Annihilists are cooking food.
I heard what they're.
It's gonna be a sausage party.
I heard though that the sausage that they are getting is, we're not talking low quality, you know, like HEB, like massive.
So are you
pack
saying
stuff.
Theo has high quality sausage?
I'm saying that Theo has
Wait,
a high.
Theo's cooking?
I'm saying that Theo has a high quality sausage. Yes, that is what I've been told. So,
have you tasted Theo's sausage?
You know what? I have.
Then it's not something you've been told.
No, I've told that he now has higher quality sausage.
Oh.
How do you get higher quality sausage?
Theo has a skill for
Hey,
the quality of
George
the sausage.
Carlin always said, when people look at it, you go, hey, have a good one. You always tell them, hey, look, I have a good one. I'm looking for a better one. And maybe Theo found a better one. Maybe.
Theo just has skills.
I have a metallic one, courtesy of Barrick.
Yeah, see, so I mean, Theo's got that kind of pull, that kind of oomph that he could probably have gotten a better one. Just saying. I've known the guy for a long time.
Is this what it's turned into? We're talking about Theo's sausage?
I mean, eventually we're gonna start talking about poop because that always happens too.
No, it's butt stuff.
No, we don't need to go. Y'all need to start doing Saracen Sundays because this shit is hilarious, right? Well, the problem is these two goofballs live 3 hours away. 2.
I live 30
It took you
seconds
3
down the
hours
hall.
to get here.
That's because he doesn't like taking the easy ways.
I'm not replacing you.
Damn it! That had 18 turns in it.
Go fuck yourself.
That's all right. We probably will, because as soon as I get to Neverwinter, I'm gonna find some of those Saracens, because I heard
They need help.
They need assistance. So
They need some love.
I figure probably in 2 years I'll probably be their high speaker. Well, no, I'm.
No, you're gonna be back here in 2 years.
Oh yeah, in 2 years I'm gonna be back here. So you know. Oh, they're already starting to post on the meme, gifs, and unmod discussions page
for that game we play on the weekends.
Yeah, so I'm pretty certain it probably has something to do with this. But yeah, no, I just, you know, I don't even know where I was going. I fucking lost my.
Theo sausage.
Yeah, Theo sausage. That's where we were.
I know we were talking about Theo sausage.
Because everybody loves Theo.
I personally have never partaken in Theo sausage.
Right.
I cannot speak for the quality of said sausage.
I always light my bitches' cigarettes.
I hear compared favorite.
You're second lieutenant. He's second lieutenant.
Okay, well, I am second lieutenant. Which
therefore, you're my bitch.
On the bottom of the totem pole.
No, I mean, you're still smarter than I am.
No, well, actually, now I would say Litalic's the bottom of the totem pole because Litalic.
He's the baby knight.
Baby knight.
And Litalic shaved his head.
He lost his power.
He lost his power because he has no damn afro no more.
The fro is gone.
The fro is gone.
The fro.
Whoa, be unto him.
Like, I know that this whole
Wait,
CK...
where's your cowbell?
Wait, pause.
I know this whole CK thing is like big, but dude, Litalik shaved the fro. It's up
Pause.
there.
Pause.
Pause what?
Pause. A
Where's the
moment
cowbell?
of silence for Litalik's afro.
Cowbell.
All right, we're good.
Shame!
That's the shame bell for shaving the afro there.
Yeah, that's Litalik's fault.
That's Litalik's fault.
I blame Wilhelm.
They've been telling him to get a haircut for forever.
Well, he looks like he stuck his finger in an electrical outlet.
Not anymore.
So,
He looks like a normal person again.
on a topic
He
from
doesn't
one of
look
your
normal.
shows.
Yes, he does.
He reminds me of the troll that walked into the Hogwarts.
He doesn't have really any hair anymore.
Yhamish.
There's a normal person under that.
Yhamish. Okay, so you had Lufa on a show,
Yes.
and y'all were talking about the event.
Mhm.
And you made a comment about somebody spreading a rumor that those Saracens who attended said event were what?
Oh,
We're secret Dark Riders.
we're Dark Riders.
Secret Dark Riders.
Y'all don't understand. No, Yhamish has a dark secret. He's a Saracen, disguised as a Saracen, and he's playing another Saracen.
It's not a secret anymore. You put it out there.
Well, tough
There's
shit.
levels.
His Saracen levels.
It's like ogres. They have layers.
All of his layers are black and red.
You,
There's no changing that.
yeah, but you know, I prefer parfaits because everybody loves parfaits, and parfaits have layers.
No, you're like
No, you ain't a
Schrodinger's
fucking
ogre.
parfait. You're too
Is it
salty
red?
to
Is
be a
it black?
goddamn parfait.
I don't know until I take it out of the box.
No, this is true. Well, what box are we digging what out of?
You know what?
What's in the fucking box?
You could be a
What's in a
pancake.
damn box?
Hey, what's the Monarch's email?
Hey,
CKMonarch55.
55 Gmail.
Yeah, at gmail.com.
I'm about to fucking get exonerated.
You could be a pancake.
Do I want to get pulled out of Big E's tights and thrown at Corey Graves?
Yeah!
No.
You know what?
No.
You know what? I want to see you impersonate Big E.
Yeah.
W-E. Yeah.
And this show has gone off the rails, folks. it's gone. This is what happens when you put this many Saracens
if we were the New
on
Day,
camera.
if we were the New Day, you're the biggest guy here, so you have to be Big E.
But I'm the tallest,
I call
and Big
Xavier
E's shorter
once.
than
He
Kofi
can be
Kingston.
Kofi.
I can't be Kofi though.
Why?
I work video game and anime conventions.
Yeah,
Okay,
he-
fine,
I
I'll
have
be
to be
Kofi. I'm
accepted.
Kofi. I just sit there.
Also, I played trombone in high school.
You forgot, what he did this on Tuesday. Where it's like, none of you are legit are good wrestlers.
Oh.
What do you mean? Kofi's not a good
Kofi's not a
wrestler?
serious wrestler. He's picking it. He's picking his nose.
So
Big E is not a serious wrestler. Xavier Woods.
Yeah, so
Good show.
like I said, we've gone completely and totally off the
It
rails.
happens. It's okay.
Yes.
I mean, we have 4 people watching. It's been going for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know. And
I
we're gonna
didn't-
have to cut. We're gonna have to cut loose here in a minute because we have a pie in the face.
I had to go buy stuff. If you hate Watcher and you're willing to pay money to hate Watcher and potentially halfway punch him in the face with a pie, you should come to Murky Water today, because that's going to happen. And then this guy's going to be up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Wait. He can't hide himself.
yeah. If you want to pie Maniac in the face, you can pie Maniac in the face.
You want to pie him in the face, you can pie him in the face.
Pretty much,
Cool.
with the
No one is safe.
Cool.
with the exception of 2 people.
I'm safe.
It is literally, these are all the people that are getting pied. It's either all Saracens or Watcher and his wife. That's all the people getting pied
I'm safe.
today.
Well, I'm gonna be getting a
Dude,
few.
you better bring more stout than that.
This is all I have.
Well, I would if you would come.
You can't bid, can you?
I can bid to not get pied. I'm sitting here on
I have more than that in the bedroom.
252.
I got like
Yeah.
Dildos don't
252.
count.
I got like 10 grand in the bedroom.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. It's sitting right next
Oh
to
no,
the bed.
that's all fake.
Shut up.
This man took my counterfeit 100s out of the trash can.
Do you know you just admitted to committing a federal offense
They
on?
say counterfeit on them. They say for movie purposes only. They were purchased on Amazon.
This is a game. Remember, this is a game. So, who's to say that fantasy money doesn't count?
We deal in shinies.
Well, I can do that too. I got a whole fucking bag full of them in the car.
all the time, man.
So yeah.
I got Grace. She's making it rain. But it's
We need coins. We gotta make it hail.
I got it.
I got it.
oh,
Where are you going?
this is that moment where I need a Wile E. Coyote sign.
Damn it. Oh God, no! Don't do it.
Oh, no.
No. Here, let me see it.
This is gonna be worse than the ice bucket challenge.
You won't do it. On me.
Oh God.
Sprinkle it.
And folks,
Oh, there's sunflower seeds in there too.
and Jesus.
Is it cold?
All right, yeah, it's a little.
Cold?
It's a little.
There's a cork. Look where the cork landed. It's right here. You got a flat top on your head. Here
Oh
you go.
great.
Hey, I think we found my replacement.
Oh great. Now.
Oh, this is yours.
Dude,
don't
I
want you to
I
think
feel
I
like a
stole your money.
change counting machine at Walmart. I'm waiting for like dollar bills to start shooting out of my asshole at this point.
My replacement.
No.
You are my replacement.
No, he's not. All right. Yeah, so.
Thank you.
I'm gonna pull a veto, guys.
Oh.
Old school, toughest man to wear a dress.
No. All right. Oh, God.
I win. Veto.
All right.
As you see, we have no self-control,
And
and
folks, this
No shame.
this has been Yhamish Presents.
pudding.
I just hit myself
folks,
in the eye with my
have
own
yourself
damn
a
belt.
wonderful day at Amtgard. If you're going to be out at Amtgard today, don't do anything we wouldn't do, which unfortunately would, if you don't do it.
Don't wear your wizard robe. You look like an annihilist.
Okay, if you don't do what we do, then you won't get a COC. If you do what we do, you'll end up with a COC violation. So, folks, have yourself a good day, and we'll see you later. Bye.